Good morning. It's the first day of the year. Let's talk about something most people in coffee don't really like to talk about. Quote unquote, stale coffee. In the world of specialty coffee, you always hear baristas and other people tell you that only buy fresh coffee and that coffee goes stale after 2 weeks or some craziness like that. The reality is that's just not true. There, I said it. And that's true especially for someone that has to travel and needs to have coffee. Problem is that typically at hotels, the coffee is not exactly the most pleasant and most enjoyable coffee to have. Most of the time when I'm traveling, I'll try to combat that by visiting coffee shops, but every once in a while you really just don't have that opportunity, so sometimes you must make do. And this is usually what you get, the Cuisinart dripper or some kind of K-cup or something like that that maybe not be as pleasant as a coffee you'd like to have. And at this hotel, they have this coffee, the Rainforest blend from Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which I've actually never had. It's probably okay. There's a little bit of a puck because this type of brewer uses these pucks. And basically you're just gonna put the coffee in here, brew it, and you're done. Now this coffee that I brought with me is by all definitions old. This was roasted back in March of 2022. It's now January 1st, 2021, just for reference. It sat around in its bag, not necessarily vacuum packed and heat sealed, just sat around the roastery. And then in September when I went to LA, I ground up a bunch more of this and used it to make a couple of videos that you've seen already. So this is an Ethiopian natural. It sat in this bag for the last 4 months. But I'm going to venture to say that this old stale coffee that was once truly, truly beautiful is better 10 months later than this. Let's find out. What we're gonna do first of all is make Rainforest blend. Just kind of tear it open. And here is the puck. Place this in here. I'm gonna take this bag, because I can use the medium as a filter, so I'm gonna tear the top off and then shake out the contents. I'm just gonna place it and then I'm just gonna put some coffee on top of it like a regular filter. Now really I'm just going to guess, and I'm going to presume that there's going to be some level of grounds that will get around the filter and go into the cup as well. The filter in here. I'm gonna just take the water and pour it in. Now that the water's in there, I'm gonna place 1 cup here, 1 cup here. So now it's just time to wait. Well, with those puffs, I guess that means that it's done. We're going to start off with the Rainforest blend. Actually, not terrible. It's got a little bit of the dirtiness that you kind of are used to with cheap coffees, diner-style coffees, commercial coffees. There's a bit of a roughness to it. It's not very sweet. This is the kind of coffee that I would start to think about, oh, I would like to have some cream and sugar to offset the less than desirable characteristics. Yeah, that's really why I don't drink coffee a lot. Now let's do the Ethiopian. By the way, if you're interested in supporting the channel, please consider buying some coffee from me. Sprocoffee.com. Alright, let's see. Better. There's still some of the character. Now remember, I did say that this coffee is now 10 months old and it was ground 3 months ago. But you can still taste some really nice characters of the berry notes, the fruity notes. It's got nice body, a little bit of sweetness. Definitely a bit more enjoyable than this thing. I don't really want to encourage you to take your 10-month-old coffee, grind it 3 months before, and then use it. But I just wanted to illustrate that, you know what? Buying nice quality coffee, and even if you have to use it at such a late stage, is still more enjoyable than a lot of the coffees that you'll find in commercial settings. And that's all I have for you today. Just want to say Happy New Year and thank you very much for supporting the channel. We finally reached some really important milestones and it's really because of your support. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I hope you'll have a wonderful 2023 for you and your family and all of your loved ones. I look forward to seeing you soon and in future videos.